Welcome to I Love the Library. Well, today I want to talk about Minnesota mystery writers. And the reason I got into the Minnesota mystery writers is because I was reading the Janet Ivanovich series, which she has 18 in her series now. But unfortunately, Janet Ivanovich can't write as fast as I can read. So I went on Google and I put in Janet Ivanovich read-alikes, and I got a list of authors, and one of them was Joanne Fluke. And so I started reading her books. Joanne Fluke is a Minnesota native. She grew up in Swanville, Minnesota, which is a small town, and it's one of those where they roll up the sidewalks at 9 o'clock. And you can see that reflected in her books. So this one is Carrot Cake Murder, and it's a Hannah Swenson mystery. And Hannah Swenson is her main character. And she owns the Cookie Jar, which is like a little coffee shop cookie restaurant. And she also does catering. And when Hannah goes out and does her catering and different things, she lands right in the middle of a murder mystery. Well, there's a little tension in the family because her brother-in-law is a cop. So when Hannah starts doing her investigations of the murders, he's not real thrilled about it. There's also love interests for Hannah. She's single, and one of them is Norman the dentist, who you kind of get the impression is a bit of a weenie. Then there's a cop named Mike, who happens to be her brother-in-law's partner, who is a little more buff, but there's another woman on the outer fringes, and Hannah's just not real sure about what to think about that. She also lives with a cat named Moshe, who pretty much rules the roost, which is pretty normal for a cat. But just very fun, light reading, and if you love mysteries, these are really good. I brought different formats, so you can see we do have different formats. This one happens to be a large print book. And this one is Devil's Food Cake Murder. And it's by Joanne Fluke, as I said. This one is in an audio format, so if you like to listen to books, we have that. This is Cinnamon Roll Murder. And I did look on our digital library, and you can go onto our digital library and find all kinds of Joanne Fluke's books on there for your Nook or your Kindle. This is a new book out by Joanne Fluke, and you can tell it's new because it has the orange tape on the spine. This one is Joanne Fluke's Lake Eden Cookbook. Now, Lake Eden is the name of the town in Minnesota, the fictional town, that is the location for all of her books. This one is a cookbook, as I said, and it's full of wonderful desserts. Well, the other Minnesota authors that I have here for you, Minnesota mystery authors, this one is Ellen Hart. This one is A Small Sacrifice. And her main characters are Cornelia Thorne, who happens to be the person who ends up in the middle of all kinds of trouble. And then she calls her friend Jane Lawless. And Jane is a restaurateur, so that theme runs through the books. And then the two of them investigate murders. Okay, then next we have Monica Faris. And there are two of them here. This one is large print, and this one is a regular print. This is Knitting Bones, and this one is Black Work. And her series is called A Needlecraft Mystery. So that theme runs through her books. Then on to Laura Childs. Laura Childs has more than one series. This one is Scrapbook Mysteries out of that series, and it's Skeleton Letters by Laura Childs. Now, in the Scrapbook Mysteries, you find all kinds of scrapbooking tips and some recipes too. Then this one is The Silver Needle Murder, and this one is out of her tea shop mystery. And as you can figure from that, it definitely has the tea shop, that theme running through her books. So if you're interested in reading some Minnesota mysteries, come on into the library. I can get you a list, and I hope to see you at the library.